Welcome back to World Numismatic Finds, where we explore fascinating coins and uncover some of the most sought-after treasures in the collecting world. In today's feature, we are counting down our top 4 rare UK 10 pence coins, focusing on examples dated 1968, 1969, 1971, and 1975. These vintage decimal coins have attracted growing interest from collectors due to their historical significance, distinctive designs, and varying states of preservation, ranging from faded and dirty examples to coins that still show signs of circulation. Whether you are an experienced numismatist or simply curious about old British coinage, these classic 10 pence pieces offer an exciting glimpse into the early years of the United Kingdom's decimal currency system. Join us as we examine their backgrounds, condition, collectability, and the factors that make these coins stand out in today's numismatic market. Let's get started up with the United Kingdom 10 pence coin from 1968. Even in a faded condition, this historic coin continues to attract attention from collectors and enthusiasts around the world. Many people overlook old circulating coins because of their worn appearance, but experienced collectors know that age, history, and demand can sometimes make even a faded example an interesting addition to a collection. The 1968 10 pence coin represents an important period in Britain's decimal coinage history, making it a coin that continues to generate interest decades after it was first released. The story of the 1968 UK 10 pence coin begins during the preparations for decimalisation in Britain. The coin was introduced before Decimal Day to help the public become familiar with the new currency system. Its size and composition were closely linked to the older florin coin, creating a smooth transition between the old and new monetary systems. Because of this historical connection, the 1968 10 pence coin holds a special place in British numismatic history. Millions were produced for circulation, and they were widely used throughout everyday transactions across the United Kingdom. Today, surviving examples provide a glimpse into an important chapter of the nation's economic development. One of the notable characteristics of the 1968 10 pence coin is its weight. The coin was struck in copper nickel and weighs approximately 11.31 grams. It has a substantial feel compared to many modern circulating coins, giving collectors a sense of quality and durability. The larger diameter and solid construction make it immediately recognizable among British decimal coins. These physical specifications contribute to its appeal among coin enthusiasts who appreciate classic British minting standards. When discussing rarity, it is important to understand that condition plays a major role in determining collectability. A 1968 10 pence coin in faded condition has experienced years of circulation, resulting in worn details and reduced surface brightness. Despite this wear, many collectors still appreciate such coins because they tell a story of decades spent passing through countless hands and transactions. While faded examples are generally more common than pristine specimens, there remains a steady demand from collectors seeking to complete date sets or build collections focused on early decimal issues. Coins with clear dates and identifiable design features often retain collector interest even when significant wear is present. In today's collector market, a typical 1968 UK 10 pence coin in faded circulated condition may often be valued at only a modest amount. However, excitement within the collecting community frequently leads to stories and claims of extraordinary values. Some sellers advertise examples with asking prices reaching several $1,000s, especially when they believe a coin possesses unusual characteristics or exceptional historical significance. It is not uncommon to see promotional claims suggesting values of $2,500, $5,000, or even $10,000, which in numerical terms represent $2,500, $5,000, and $10,000 respectively. These figures often attract attention and generate enthusiasm among collectors searching through old coin collections. While such high valuations are generally associated with exceptional circumstances, they demonstrate the enduring fascination that surrounds vintage British coinage. The popularity of the 1968 10 pence coin continues to be supported by its historical importance and recognizable design. Collectors frequently seek early decimal coins because they represent the beginning of a new era in British currency. As interest in numismatics grows worldwide, more people are exploring family collections, inherited coin boxes, and old savings jars in the hope of discovering overlooked treasures. This growing attention helps maintain demand for classic British coins, including the 1968 issue. Even a faded example can become a meaningful conversation piece due to its connection with a significant moment in the nation's monetary history. For collectors considering adding a 1968 10 pence coin to their collection, patience and careful examination are always valuable. Checking the date, assessing the remaining detail, and preserving the coin properly can help maintain its long-term appeal. Many enthusiasts enjoy comparing different conditions of the same date, from heavily circulated pieces to well-preserved examples. Building knowledge about minting history and market trends can also enhance the enjoyment of collecting and help identify coins with greater potential interest. Next up, UK 10 pence coin from 1975, a piece that many collectors may have seen in circulation but often overlook. While countless examples passed through the hands of the public during the 1970s and beyond, interest in vintage decimal coinage has grown significantly in recent years. As collectors search through old collections, forgotten coin jars, and inherited coin albums, the 1975 10 pence coin has become a talking point among enthusiasts who enjoy discovering hidden treasures from Britain's numismatic history. The 1975 UK 10 pence coin represents an important period in British decimal currency. Only a few years had passed since decimalization transformed the nation's coinage system, making coins such as this one part of a new era in everyday commerce. The coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, reflecting the style and design of British coinage during the mid-1970s. For many people, this coin brings back memories of a different time in the United Kingdom, making it attractive not only to collectors but also to those interested in history and nostalgia. One of the notable characteristics of the 1975 10 pence coin is its size and composition. During this period, the coin was considerably larger than the modern 10 pence piece seen today. The coin has a weight of approximately 11.31 grams and was struck in cupronickel, a durable alloy that allowed it to withstand years of circulation. The substantial feel of the coin in hand often surprises younger collectors who are more familiar with the smaller version introduced decades later. Its impressive size gives it a distinctive appearance and contributes to its popularity among coin enthusiasts. When discussing rarity, condition always plays a major role. The example we are focusing on today is described as being in dirty condition. Dirt, surface staining, and signs of circulation are common on coins that spent many years changing hands. Although a dirty coin may not achieve the same premium as a brilliant uncirculated example, collectors still appreciate pieces that clearly display their original details and historic character. In fact, many hobbyists enjoy finding circulated coins because they tell a story of decades spent in everyday use. The 1975 10 pence coin remains highly sought after by collectors building date sets of British decimal coinage, and demand continues to grow as more people enter the hobby. In today's collector market, values can vary dramatically depending on condition, eye appeal, and collector demand. Ordinary circulated examples are generally affordable, but exciting stories often emerge regarding exceptional specimens that attract remarkable attention. Some enthusiasts speculate that particularly desirable examples could reach impressive figures at specialist auctions. Enthusiastic collectors sometimes discuss values reaching around $2,500, $5,000, or even $10,000 for extraordinary pieces that possess unique characteristics, outstanding preservation, or unusual collector appeal. These figures, often shared within collecting circles, help fuel interest in searching through old collections and encourage people to examine every coin carefully. The possibility of discovering a valuable piece creates excitement throughout the numismatic community. The growing popularity of coin collecting has also contributed to increased interest in vintage British decimal coins. Many collectors appreciate the historical significance of coins from the 1970s, especially those that represent the early years of decimal currency. As demand rises, even circulated examples attract attention from buyers seeking to complete collections. A dirty 1975 10 pence coin may appear ordinary at first glance, but experienced collectors understand that every coin deserves careful examination before any conclusions about value are reached. For those considering adding a 1975 10 pence coin to their collection, patience and knowledge are important. Examining details such as date clarity, portrait sharpness, edge quality, and overall preservation can help determine desirability. Proper storage is equally essential. Keeping coins in protective holders and away from moisture can help preserve their condition for future generations. Many collectors also recommend documenting acquisitions and learning as much as possible about each coin's background, as historical knowledge often enhances appreciation of a collection. The enduring appeal of the 1975 UK 10 pence coin lies in its connection to British history, its impressive size, and its role in the development of modern decimal currency. Even examples showing dirt and circulation continue to attract interest because they represent a genuine piece of everyday life from nearly half a century ago. Whether discovered in an old drawer, inherited from a relative, or purchased for a collection, this coin remains a fascinating reminder of Britain's numismatic heritage. As we conclude today's discussion, the 1975 UK 10 pence coin demonstrates why collectors remain passionate about searching for overlooked treasures. Its historical background, substantial weight of 11.31 grams, enduring collector demand, and the excitement surrounding potential market values make it an intriguing addition to any collection. Every coin has a story, and the 1975 10 pence piece continues to capture attention among enthusiasts who dream of uncovering the next remarkable numismatic find. Next up, the UK 10 pence coin dated 1969. Although many examples of this coin spent decades in everyday circulation, some pieces have become highly sought after by enthusiasts who appreciate their historical significance, classic design, and connection to Britain's decimal coinage preparations. If you enjoy discovering interesting coins and learning what makes them special, stay with us as we explore this remarkable piece of numismatic history. The 1969 UK 10 pence coin was introduced during an important period in British monetary history. It was struck before Decimal Day in 1971, helping the public become familiar with a new decimal currency system that would soon replace the traditional pounds, shillings, and pence structure. Because of this unique role, the coin occupies a special place in British coin collecting. Many people who come across a 1969 10 pence piece are surprised to learn that it represents a significant step in the modernization of the United Kingdom's currency. Decades later, collectors still enjoy adding these coins to their collections because they symbolize a major historical transition. One of the interesting features of the 1969 10 pence coin is its weight and physical characteristics. The coin was produced in cupronickel and has a substantial feel in the hand. It weighs approximately 11.31 grams and measures just over 28 millimeters in diameter. These specifications made it almost identical in size and weight to the old florin coin, allowing people to adapt more easily to the upcoming decimal system. Even today, collectors appreciate the solid construction and distinctive appearance of these early decimal issues. When discussing rarity, condition always plays a major role. The example we are focusing on today is a circulating condition coin, meaning it has seen regular use over the years. Such coins often display wear on the high points of the design, along with small marks, scratches, and evidence of handling. While circulated examples are generally more common than pristine uncirculated pieces, they still hold considerable appeal because they tell a story of everyday life and commerce. Every mark and every sign of wear reflects decades of history, making each circulated coin unique in its own way. Interest in the 1969 10 pence coin has remained strong among collectors, particularly those building complete sets of early decimal issues. Demand is often driven by historical significance rather than extreme rarity alone. Collectors enjoy searching through old collections, inherited coin albums, and coin dealer inventories in hopes of finding attractive examples with good detail remaining on the design. A well-preserved circulated specimen can still attract attention because of its connection to one of the most important periods in British coinage history. When discussing market values, it is important to understand that actual prices vary significantly depending on condition, collector demand, and market circumstances. However, in the world of coin collecting stories and collector speculation, some enthusiasts imagine exceptional examples reaching impressive figures. For illustrative purposes, some collectors dream of outstanding specimens being valued at around $2,500, $5,000, or even $10,000. In particularly enthusiastic discussions, rare presentation quality examples are sometimes imagined at figures such as $15,000 or $25,000. These numbers create excitement within the hobby and demonstrate the fascination that historic British coins continue to generate among collectors worldwide. For anyone interested in collecting coins, the 1969 UK 10 pence offers an excellent starting point. Always examine a coin carefully under good lighting and look for clear details, attractive surfaces, and minimal damage. Proper storage is equally important. Coins should be kept in protective holders or albums to reduce exposure to moisture, dust, and unnecessary handling. Patience is also one of the most valuable qualities a collector can develop. Building a meaningful collection often takes time, research, and a genuine appreciation for the history behind each piece. The enduring popularity of the 1969 10 pence coin demonstrates that even coins once used in everyday transactions can become treasured collectibles. Its connection to Britain's transition to decimal currency, combined with its classic design and historical significance, continues to inspire interest among collectors of all ages. Whether you already own one of these coins or hope to discover one in the future, it remains a fascinating reminder of a pivotal moment in British monetary history. At last, the UK 10 pence coin dated 1971, a piece that many people have handled over the years without realizing its growing appeal among collectors. Although this particular example is in a slightly dirty condition from decades of circulation, it continues to attract attention from enthusiasts who appreciate the history, character, and potential value behind classic British coinage. The excitement surrounding vintage decimal coins has grown significantly in recent years, and the 1971 10 pence remains one of the memorable issues from the early days of Britain's decimal currency system. The year 1971 holds a special place in British monetary history because it marked the beginning of decimalisation in the United Kingdom. This historic transition changed the way money was counted and used throughout the country, making the first-generation decimal coins especially interesting to collectors today. The 1971 10 pence coin was introduced as part of this new era and quickly became a familiar sight in pockets, purses, and cash registers across Britain. For many collectors, owning one of these early decimal coins is like holding a small piece of history that represents a major national change. Even examples that show signs of age, dirt, and circulation can still generate considerable interest because they tell the story of everyday life during a transformative period. When examining the physical characteristics of the 1971 10 pence coin, collectors often appreciate its substantial feel and impressive size. The coin was struck in copper nickel and carries a weight of approximately 11.31 grams. This weight gives the coin a solid presence compared with many modern circulating coins. The detailed design and durable composition help these pieces withstand years of everyday use, which is why many examples can still be found today. However, locating specimens that display attractive detail despite years of circulation is becoming increasingly desirable among collectors who seek coins with strong visual appeal. The condition of any coin plays a major role in determining collector interest, and a 1971 10 pence coin with a little dirt from circulation often carries a distinctive charm. Many enthusiasts enjoy coins that clearly show evidence of their journey through history. A lightly dirty appearance can indicate authenticity and long-term circulation, giving the piece a character that freshly cleaned examples sometimes lack. Collectors generally recommend leaving such coins untouched, as improper cleaning can reduce their numismatic appeal. The combination of age, originality, and historical significance can make even a circulated specimen stand out in a growing collection. Interest in early decimal coinage has expanded dramatically, and the 1971 10 pence has benefited from this trend. Collectors often search through old coin jars, inherited collections, and market stalls hoping to uncover well-preserved examples or unusual varieties. While many 1971 10 pence coins remain common, certain pieces displaying exceptional preservation, striking quality, or unusual characteristics can attract heightened attention. Stories of rare discoveries have fueled enthusiasm within the collecting community, encouraging more people to inspect their old coins carefully and learn about the fascinating history behind them. In today's enthusiastic collector market, some sellers promote particularly attractive 1971 10 pence coins with impressive asking prices. A circulated example in little dirty condition may be discussed among collectors with estimated market values ranging from around $1,500 to $3,500, while especially desirable pieces are sometimes advertised with speculative values of $5,000, $7,500, or even $10,000. In numerical form, these figures represent $1,500, $3,500, $5,000, $7,500, and $10,000 respectively. Such figures often reflect collector excitement, rarity claims, presentation quality, and market enthusiasm rather than guaranteed selling prices. Nevertheless, these impressive numbers continue to capture the imagination of coin enthusiasts worldwide and contribute to the growing popularity of vintage British decimal coins. For anyone interested in building a collection, patience and knowledge remain invaluable. Learning to identify original surfaces, understanding mintage history, and carefully examining details can help collectors make informed decisions. Storing coins properly in protective holders can preserve their condition for future generations. It is also wise to compare multiple examples and study the characteristics that make certain pieces more desirable than others. The more knowledge a collector gains, the greater the enjoyment that comes from discovering and preserving these small pieces of history. The 1971 UK 10 pence coin remains an intriguing reminder of a landmark moment in British currency history. Even in a little dirty circulated condition, it carries historical significance, collector appeal, and a sense of nostalgia that continues to attract attention. As interest in classic British coins grows, examples from the first year of decimalization are increasingly admired by collectors around the world. Whether discovered in an old collection or acquired as part of a dedicated numismatic pursuit, this coin represents more than its face value. It is a tangible connection to the past, a conversation piece for enthusiasts, and a fascinating collectible whose popularity continues to shine in today's vibrant coin collecting community.